Welcome back, doing an updated tour of what I call my back garden for June 2021. My little patio plants are doing well. I have found basil really prefers to be over here. I think it gets the right amount of sun all day. My dill flowered, but has been really good for pollinators and is honestly pretty fun. I'm still harvesting dill off of it and drying it out since I don't use dill that often. And the rest of my herbs have essentially exploded. Marjoram, the oregano, the thyme, sage is huge. The only thing I lost was the lemon thyme. I kind of figured after I moved it several times it wasn't going to live. But I'm hoping maybe the dill will self-seed itself since they are or can withstand some colder temps, and maybe I will have a new patch of dill. This plant has also gotten extremely large. The lemon verbena definitely got bigger than I thought it would. The snapdragons also spread themselves out and are starting to reflower. Also, lemon verbena has little sweet flowers, just in case you didn't know, because I didn't. My hibiscus has been extremely happy having all of the root room in my pot, and they are just beautiful. I get a new bloom almost every day. I love it. And the sweet potato vine, or the ipomea, is also filling and spilling very well. I love it. My little back garden here by my patio, my marigolds are doing well. They're kind of in a state of losing a bunch of their blooms so they can make new heads here. My bird bath is doing well. Hostas. My lavender was quite the little bee party for a while. There's still bees on it most every day, but the flowers are starting to fade now. And my lilies, I might actually get some. Oh my goodness. Where did it go? Why can't I find it in my camera? There. That one's covered with something. Anyway, they might bloom here soon. And this hosta, of course, is big and beautiful and actually got really sweet little flowers. For the first time ever, a deer didn't eat them. I'm so excited. By my fire pit, I still have my sweet alyssum. You can tell some of the flowers got burned, but it just keeps going, so I let it go. I did find a little baby finch egg. I think that's a finch anyway. Put it in there for now. And I also have my portulaca here. And I did add, like I said earlier, my celosia. I put in a little pot here by my new little table. This is my hangout zone. This pot is also getting really large. This is still that bird's beak. I still haven't seen a bloom, so I'm still not sure I like it. It did fill out really nicely. Still not really my style, so we'll see. My super bells are filling in really nicely and starting to spill out. My gomphrena is incredible. This thing was one plant, and it looks like it was about 6 already. It is a good pollinator too, which is nice. And my lantanas have gotten big and taken over the back side of this. These are so pretty. These two pots too are doing extraordinary. And all this time I thought the elephant ears died in that cold snap, and surprise, they're back. So that was fun. My sweet potato vines that got hurt in that cold snap are also doing really well. And the creeping jenny and the dragon's blood sedum are doing well. And the hostas, again, not actually eaten by deer yet this year, so looking really pretty. Going out back to my shed. My little hanging baskets, as you can tell, the pansies are fizzling out, but randomly some self-seeded petunias are taking their place. So I'm just letting that happen. I also looks like I have something coming up here. Same with this side. These pansies are holding on a little stronger. but it also self-seeded 2 different kinds of petunias. I don't even remember the last time I planted those colors, so that's pretty interesting. My strawberries are looking beautiful. I've got runners everywhere. The leaves are filling out again. I re-fertilized, so I'm hoping for the second batch of my ever-bearing strawberries. Stay tuned. These pansies are also fizzling out. You can see some of them are still doing all right. My peony definitely died out sooner than it should have, but it'll come back next year. And a chipmunk planted a bunch of sunflowers for me, but unfortunately I was gonna let them go, but unfortunately a deer did come by and eat a good portion of them, but there's still some, so we'll see what we get. I potted up some random canna lily bulbs I found in my shed today. Didn't even know I had them, so hopefully it's not too late. Maybe I'll get to see some of those. My cactus is doing its fun blossom thing. My stevia has gotten really large, or at least from what it used to be. It's not super large. My mint box is huge. This is the chocolate mint still. Then in the middle here is regular mint. And this is the lemon mint. It did go to flower, and I let it go because I thought it was so cool. This is a bunch of marjoram, just letting it go. And a pot of chives that I'm also just letting flower. I did cut some and dehydrate them. I'm not a huge onion person, so doing a little bit. Portulaca up here. As you can see, my cilantro is super done. These flowers though have been really nice for pollinators, and now an ant on my hand. I've been picking off some of the coriander seeds to try and maybe get some more cilantro started. This is the slow bolt cilantro that has already bolted, and I've been cutting off the flowers, but as you can see, it's already flowering again. This basil, while it still looks good and it's still here, you can see it's a little more leggy than the one up front, and it just isn't enjoying it back here as much as it is on my patio. But the parsley is extremely happy and looking wonderful. This is another free lantana I got. I put him in here. He hasn't started flowering yet. Hopefully he does, because that would be a really cute little addition. Also, excuse this is kind of my compost trash can when I have garden waste, and apparently something decided to grow. I'm assuming it's a watermelon, but it may be a pumpkin, so we'll see. That's exciting. Just noticed that. I think that is a little nest for some praying mantis. That would be great. I did have a slight spill. This stuff was supposed to go in the trash or somewhere, but it spilled out, and I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna make this a little compost pile for now, all my garden clippings and everything. So either the bunnies and deer will eat this and stay away from my garden, or I'll just attract more in. We'll see. Burning bush looks good. The maidenhair vine, I know it's still there, but it definitely just looks like weeds right now. Blue spruce on all my trees. That ends another back garden tour. Thanks.